Chiwenga stood up, looked across the crowd, and for a moment you could feel the whole place go quiet. Not because people were tired, not because they were confused, but because they knew something serious was about to be said. And when he started speaking, every word carried weight. This was not just a normal speech. This was a message. Now listen carefully, because this is where it gets interesting. What Chiwenga was talking about was bigger than Zimbabwe alone. He was talking about strength, about African countries standing together, about building something that does not depend too much on outside influence. And when leaders begin to speak like this, it means something is shifting. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, because this kind of update is something you don't want to miss, and I will keep bringing it to you in the simplest way you can understand. So as he continued speaking, he made it clear that the future of countries like Zimbabwe depends on unity, strong leadership, and smart decisions. He did not rush his words. He spoke slowly, clearly, and confidently, and the crowd completely silent. You know that kind of silence when people are not distracted, when they are focused, when they are really listening? That was the moment. Now, let's connect this to Duma Boko, because this is where the story becomes even more powerful. Duma Boko, as you already know, represents a new kind of leadership in Botswana. His rise to power was not just a normal political change. It showed that people are ready for something different. And when he appeared in the same space, listening and responding to messages like this, it showed alignment. And when we say he sealed it, it simply means he did not just sit and listen. He supported the direction. He made it clear that Botswana is also looking toward cooperation, toward working together, toward building stronger ties with Zimbabwe. Now think about that for a second. Two countries, two leaders, one direction. That is not something you see every day. Like this video and subscribe, because I'm breaking this down step by step so you don't miss anything. So what exactly does this mean for ordinary people? Because at the end of the day, it's not just about leaders talking, it's about what happens after the talking. When leaders speak about cooperation, they're talking about things like trade. That means goods moving more easily between countries. That means businesses growing faster. That means opportunities opening up. They're also talking about security. That means working together to keep borders safe and stable. And when countries trust each other more, things become smoother. Then there is infrastructure, roads, transport, energy. These are the real things that affect daily life. And when countries plan together, they can build bigger and better systems. Now imagine this kind of cooperation actually working well. It could change a lot for the region. But let's be real for a moment. We have had strong speeches before. We have seen promises before. So the big question is this: will this be different? That is the question we should also be thinking about. And I want you to drop your opinion in the comments. Do you believe this kind of unity will really bring change, or do you think it's just another political moment? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe as you share your thoughts. Now back to the moment itself. Chiwenga's tone was firm, not aggressive but strong. There's a difference. He was not trying to impress. He was trying to communicate something serious, and people could feel it. When leaders speak like that, it usually means they are confident about the direction they are taking. It also means they want others to take it seriously. And then comes Boko's role again. Because when another leader steps in and supports that message, it removes doubt. It shows that this is not a one-sided idea. It is shared. That is why people say he sealed it. He gave it confirmation. He made it clear that this is not just talk. Now, let me explain something in a very simple way so everybody understands. If one country tries to grow alone, it can be slow and difficult. But if two or more countries decide to work together, they can move faster, they can support each other, they can solve problems more easily. That is the idea behind what we are seeing here. And this is why moments like this are important. Because sometimes change does not start with action. It starts with agreement. It starts with leaders sitting down, talking, and deciding to move in the same direction. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I'm going deeper into this story as it unfolds. Now let's talk about the people watching all this. The citizens, when they see their leaders standing together, speaking with confidence, it can create hope. But it can also create expectations. People will start asking questions like, when will we see the results? What will change for us? How will this affect our daily lives? And those are very important questions. Because at the end of the day, leadership is not just about speeches. It is about impact. Now, another thing you should pay attention to is timing. Why now? Why are we seeing this level of cooperation at this moment? It could be because countries are realizing that the world is changing, economies are shifting, global relationships are changing. And if African countries do not position themselves well, they may miss opportunities. So leaders are beginning to act. They are beginning to talk more seriously about unity. And when leaders like Chiwenga speak strongly about it, it adds urgency. It tells everyone that this is not something for later, it is something for now. Like this video and subscribe, because these are the kinds of insights you won't get everywhere. Now let's go a little deeper. There's also something about confidence. When a leader speaks and the crowd goes silent, it is not fear, it is attention. It means people believe the speaker has something important to say. And Chiwenga has that kind of presence. His background, his experience, his position, all of that adds to the weight of his words. And when those words align with another leader like Boko, it creates a stronger message, a united message. Now imagine this message spreading beyond just Zimbabwe and Botswana. Other countries may start paying attention. They may start asking, what are these two countries doing? And if they see progress, they may want to join similar efforts. That is how regional strength begins, slowly but steadily. Now, let me ask you again, do you think this could lead to something bigger across Africa? Think about it carefully. And while you are thinking, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Because this story is not finished, not even close. There are still many things to watch. Will agreements be signed? Will projects begin? Will citizens start seeing changes? These are the things that will determine if this moment was just talk or the beginning of something real. And I will keep updating you as everything unfolds. Now I'm going to pause here for a moment.